Hello, I'm Valen, and welcome back to Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion with the Star Trek Armada 3 mod. Today we'll be dealing with this pirate raid, and we'll hopefully be wiping the Klingons off the map and maybe beginning a charge against the Cardassians. We'll actually begin by getting some research over here. We're going to try and build a third fleet specifically designed for combat. It'll be headed up by an assimilation cube and perhaps 7 and 9. That way we can get some nice damage output in a good fleet, and we'll be able to move in a more resilient fleet than what we have currently. Our frigates are not strong enough to hold a battle on their own. Meanwhile, we'll take the first fleet, and we'll actually take the ships in this gravity well that aren't first fleet, and we'll send them over here, because they are part of the first fleet. They're not part of a second fleet that's fighting there. Alright, pirates are coming in. We'll deal with them as they come in, but they shouldn't be too difficult. We have a much more powerful force. In terms of this fleet, I'd like to focus on just using cruisers and capital ships in it. So we're going to order up another assimilation node over here, and we'll use that to get our spheres and assimilators on the field. But specifically, we need the spheres. So order up those, and we'll get the necessary resources to get out assimilators. The assimilators are very powerful. The assimilators will allow us to just take over enemy ships, which is just about the best thing we can do. And so if we can take their ships, then they will not only be losing ships that can fight, but they'll also be losing the ability to, we'll be gaining firepower as we fight them. So we need to win those types of battles. We need to have those abilities, and the assimilator gives us that. Now we'll kill these raiders so that we don't lose the planet. And here we go, the Federation is jumping into Diocles. I'd like to set up a transportation network so we don't necessarily have to go through there, but I do suspect that we're going to have to deal with them over there. I doubt that they'd have a very small force coming in here. They're going to bring in more than I expect right now. They're bringing in a Ravenous, so they've got a capital ship that's been pulled back to here to try and take back their capital, no doubt. Although it might just be flying by. It seems like it's trying to go to Euphorion like all their other ships. If we get some strategic fortifications there, that should help defend against that a bit. Now, I also want a transwarp gate at this factory planet. That way we can mobilize our fleet quickly without having to deal with much in terms of moving them to a hub world.
Our planet is under attack.
And Diocles is being sieged by a Cardassian ship. So the Cardassians must have used this wormhole to then get to this one on the other end. So we're going to have to be a bit worried, but not too much. Shouldn't be much of an issue. I'd like to get defense nodes. Those will help protect us against this. And let's make sure the Federation gets the next bounty. I don't want to deal with another wave of pirates. Now, in terms of the extra forces, they're on their way, but they're going to be a bit slower than expected. Alright, now we can actually start looking at getting this fleet built. So we're going to want a force of 8 pyramids to get a very strong cruiser force, and we'll get 4 spheres as extra forces. 4 assimilators and 2 adapters should also do the trick. Seems like they're all going to Euphorion, which is disconcerting, but we'll take this planet, which we've done, and then we'll head on our way. Selling a bit of these resources, we can get out all the upgrades we need. We need more titanium, and there we go. This should be fully developed pretty soon, and now we just need to make sure that Euphorion is not completely lost. It looks like they're pulling back slightly, and I'm not sure why.
Relocate to grid.
Over here, we've driven off the Federation because we've brought in a few ships, which is a surprising result, but a good one. we'll make sure to... So we'll get 4 pyramids right now. Second fleet is all ready.
We will adapt.
We'll move them forward to take this
Proceed.
location. And we'll take this assimilator and send it down through here to there. That way we can get our forces ready to take that asteroid. Meanwhile, we'll target the Ravenous. It is the major problem here. If we can wipe that out, we'll not have too much in the way of difficulties. And Salia should be getting strategic fortifications. And it's getting its transwarp nodes, so that will allow us to move between these locations much quicker. As soon as we get the 3rd fleet together, I'd like to make sure that this wormhole isn't used against us. So we'll keep building up the 3rd fleet, but once it's done, we want to begin by sending it to this wormhole, protecting it and preventing any extra raids there. So we're getting our pyramid force there, and these are going to be our main heavy cruisers. We're going to back them up with our spheres as our basically our super heavy cruisers, I suppose is the best way to describe it, even though it's not an official term. And 2nd fleet will be on its way. Hopefully we can clear out whatever's there without much difficulty.
Activate all outposts.
1st fleet shouldn't have much in the way of upgrades, and this assimilation cube will get We Are the Borg because it's just a good debuff all around. Repair nodes will be helpful, we'll order those up, and I'd like to work towards getting the perfect collective upgrade out, so let's get that, and we can build more adaptation nodes on this planet, and get perfect collective as soon as possible. I'd also like to get these upgrades just for the sake of getting more output from our mines. So we'll go ahead and sell some of the stuff to get those. And that's going to slow down our production of the 3rd fleet, but that's not much of an issue. There's still 4 cruisers to be built before we start getting a dead zone of production. The Ravenous is probably going to escape. Just fine, we can chase it down, since all they're going to be doing is going here and possibly just running. They might just be running. I think they're just running. Alright, so we're going to have to kill the Ravenous. It's going to start regenerating shields. It looks like it's going to try and attack the planet. We can't allow that, but, you know, I say that. It's not like they're going to do significant damage. They're just going to be a bit annoying. Now, our assemblers should disassemble these shipyards, but I don't see any assemblers, which is worrying. The 1st fleet is already in position to begin attacking the Ravenous again. 2nd fleet is 2 jumps out from the asteroid, and the planetary assimilator we're sending with it is just with them. Perfect. We should probably make sure that the Light Raider doesn't pose a problem, but it'll be fine. Now we get some spheres in. We need more fleet capacity, so this is where our fleet is going to start exploding in terms of size, because we're going to start using mostly cruisers, and that's going to take a lot of supply.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
Another titanium sale. Planetary assimilator is ahead of us, which is worrying, but not too much. 1st fleet has probably killed the Ravenous now. I probably missed it, but that is likely dead. I don't care too much about what's left, so we'll begin a push towards the Klingons' last planet, which is right here. I doubt that they have this gas giant. They might, in which case we're going to have a bit more of a problem than I expected. But they shouldn't. They shouldn't have that. So wait, does this wormhole... This wormhole is just from here to here, so this doesn't even go to this gap, to this star. So is the Federation coming in at the star, taking this wormhole across here and attacking us? Have they maybe taken this planet and used it as an outpost? Either way, it's slightly worrying. But it does mean that we only have one location to keep them out of, and that's this star. Controlling the star means controlling this system. So if we do build a unicomplex, we need a bunch at the star instead of focusing on this wormhole.
We wish to improve ourselves.
We'll make sure to get that set up. They do appear to have a carrier.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
But as long as we just keep moving towards here... What are these ships even doing?
Additional technology
okay, we'll just tell them to go to this location. That's their goal. Let's not worry about them right now. Let's not give them orders. Let's just get them over there. No, I am not taking this pirate raid. Alright, so that should be the whole fleet here ordered up, except for our next capital ship. We'll just get that and we'll order in 7 of 9.
Must grow.
That's all the firepower we'll really need. And there's no defenses, so we'll move the planetary assimilator over here as well, and we won't have any real issues. If we look at assimilation, let's get some extra regen, and I'd also like to get some more DPS on the field, so let's get upgrades to our phaser power, which will take more resources than we have right now, but that shouldn't take long, and pirates are after us. The third fleet is just around the corner though, so we should be able to field them, although I suspect they'll stop attacking this planet and start attacking this one since it's just an easier target. So the first fleet should be able to respond there. And they're attacking where I don't expect them to. Let's tell the fleet to attack there, and then siege the planet, so we'll have something sieging. And the cube is upgrading already. We'll get some more stuff there. We have that research that we just did for extra, what's it called? Command points, that's what it is, capital ship crews.
We are one.
So we'll go ahead and call in 7 of 9, and that'll be just extra forces over here.
I am the beginning.
Second fleet has almost cleared out here.
We are one.
And yeah, they're heading to one of these locations. I suspect they're going for Euphorion.
Additional technology acquired.
Third fleet is not near done, so we'll have to wait there. And of course, they're sending troops back here. Probably think they can take it back. Klingons are dead. So we'll take that world. Shouldn't take long. Assimilate planet, there we go. And then send the first fleet up there. This will get those upgrades to help get some basic stuff set up. Third fleet is not yet set up. Second fleet has cleared out this planet. Planetary assimilator will move in here. Second fleet. I want to make sure that what we can is clear out is cleared out, but that shouldn't take long. They're going to send in a colony ship. Apparently they have a Galler class of Assad and a Korra. All of these shouldn't be too much of an issue, but we should be able to hold them off if they do try and cause problems.
Planetary assimilation complete.
Mararchos, which is this asteroid, is ours.
Proceed to sector.
And whatever, all the asteroids can be mined now. This one hasn't been cleared out yet, and this one still has an enemy dilithium mine. As does this one, as well as a tritanium mine. But we just need to focus on the immediate goals right now.
To improve ourselves.
These ships are finally getting in a position where they can actually go somewhere. We'll send them to Massalia. Third fleet is 4 ships out from completion. Yep, it's going properly, just wanted to make sure. We'll get more hull points and more damage, and increase our torpedo damage as well. Since this also increases range, we'll be able to have a higher engagement range. Should reduce a lot of problems that we're probably going to face. And there we go, the colony ship has arrived as expected, and it will die as expected.
Proceed.
Got another one over here. They probably pulled the Galler back, which is probably a smart move. He probably killed it immediately, but it's not too powerful of a ship, so I'm not worried if they're fighting on their own turf. What ships they do have left are being killed easily enough.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
So the Klingons are no longer a threat. And all's going well. We should be able to just clear out whatever's left down here. The Cardassians should collapse easily enough. Third fleet, I want to verify that the wormholes do just connect. Because it does seem like a bit of a pointless setup. But then again, this is a random map, so it could be very pointless, and I'd just be silly thinking, oh, these are actual locations that lead out. And if we set this up with some more scout cubes, let's get 4 scout cubes this time. More scout cubes, we can do a bit more with what we need to do, and send them to the other stars. Specifically this one, I want to see what's here. The more we know, the better. We're missing a probe in, I believe, the first fleet. Yes, the first fleet is missing a probe, so we'll order up a probe here. We'll set these guys on explore. They should be able to get through the pirate base, but they'll probably just take the wormhole or something.
Relocate.
The only thing I'm worried about is this Chiral, and we can focus fire it. What else are we on weird numbers for?
We are one.
Everything else is looking fine. There we go, extra scout cubes on the way. And we'll get another probe built over there and we'll send out. The last adapter is being built. We should probably get another assembly matrix here so that we can build ships in pairs. Since I tend to build even numbers of ships, it will just make everything faster. This is a cheap hull upgrade, so getting that will be helpful. And we'll get armor and then wedges.
Additional technology acquired.
And wedges will help us take out structures should we face much of an issue there.
Collective.
Let's kill off what we can, but there aren't many defense structures. So let's actually get at let's get our siege ships to begin sieging now.
Exterminate.
Pirates have arrived at that planet. Okay? As soon as you're done killing that ship, head out there. We need to clear out what we can. Those are being disassembled. Alright, so it's looking like a decent force we're gonna have to deal with. We can, however, keep them away. Maybe. They might be warded off a bit by that. Second fleet will clear out what's left here and siege the planet, so that's fine. Third fleet should be done now. Third fleet is done. We'll name them Third Fleet. Make sure the cube also has all its upgrades. Third Fleet, we'll move the Third Fleet out to here. That's a bit of a roundabout way to get there. But let's actually try to get... Let's get here. Let's have the first fleet pull back a bit, and we'll try to send them to the other stars. Since that's really their primary purpose, is colonizing. It'll be more helpful than what we've got right now. Although we could try and clear out the pirate base. That would be nice, but I don't feel like it's worth the effort.
The collective must grow.
What is left is being killed, so we have no issues there. This cube has another upgrade. Let's get adaptive weapons array. More torpedo damage, always helpful. We don't need tactical cubes yet, so I'm not rushing for that last level of assimilation nodes. First fleet has arrived for battle, and the only real worrying ships are on the other side of the planet. And there's a few over here, so let's actually get... These is the first targets. These is the next ones. They probably moved out of the way over here because these defense nodes posed a threat. And they really didn't, they were just thrown out as a distraction. Being able to get some advantages from our adapters would be nice, so we'll get that research. Fortification-wise, we need to get our unicomplexes stronger, and I'd like to get a unicomplex constructor on the field. If we can move a unicomplex over to this star, we can hopefully keep all of our enemies out. Second fleet has already dealt with that problem, so we'll move them to there. They do have a colony ship over there, so we'll be a bit worried about that. But otherwise, there shouldn't be much of an issue. And I'd like to get to this ship and upgrade it, which it's just 7 to 9. I could have just probably done fleet 3. First fleet is... Alright, so we've lost this planet. Which was expected. It was a low health planet. but it won't be much of a loss, so I'm not too concerned. Our first goal is to get to here, Sherman's planet. Clearing that out would be helpful. Although no, we need to get there immediately. They're trying to siege out the planet. They're going to siege out the planet. We need it back.
We wish to
I'd like to send these guys over here to join the first fleet.
New directive. Activate all alcos. We are the Borg.
I want this probe. Give me the
The
probe.
collective must grow.
Send that to here.
Proceed to sector.
And let's get the Unicomplex Instructor to the star as quickly as possible. There. It's a bit roundabout. But it'll do, and it keeps us from being in an overly dangerous situation. What planet have we got now? That one.
The collective must grow.
And I believe they may not have much in terms of defenses over there.
Additional technology acquired.
Okay, I'm worried about these Norways.
Our planet is under attack. Proceed to sector.
Why do they have a steamroller? I don't quite understand what's going on. Alright, let's make sure that there's nothing. No, we don't need to worry about that. Let's send these guys through. We need to clear out their culture locations, or else we won't be able to take it back.
Relocate.
So we need a planetary assimilator. We'll get one there. And yeah, as expected, they're attacking here because they think it's a good idea. It may just be a good idea for them. I don't have a fleet ready to jump in here. And I'm not ready to distract from current missions to deal with it.
Reserve the collective.
They don't have much in way of defenses
Soon
here,
they
however
will
they do
join
have a
us.
Kildon. Let's make sure platform's dead. That's the higher priority, I think. And we're starting to get more upgrades out. Let's get Locutus at least researched. We won't need him immediately, but maybe the next fleet can use him. And of course, more resources. Third fleet is moving through. Strange that they have stuff there. Okay, let's clear out Varda. It's deeper in their land, so we'll have to probably clear out some more things there, but it should actually give us a better advantage in the later game. Dealing with that before it becomes an issue.
Remodulate shields.
Over here, they're sending in more ships. An Intrepid as well. Oof. However, we do have our first defense node set up, and this Norway is going around, and hopefully we can outrun it with our building. Strategic fortifications should be researched.
We are Borg.
And I guess we'll get that for no apparent reason. We've got an envoy. We'll scuttle it, we don't need it. And how's our unit complex constructor going?
We serve the collective. Instructions received.
Acknowledge, Starfleet.
Which planet was under attack?
Additional technology acquired.
Of course. The last defense node is being built. This should hold them off just fine. I may be surprised, and if I am, oh well. But it should do the trick.
Collective must grow.
Over here, there's not much they can do. Thalia is ours. Which is, which one?
Additional technology acquired.
It's this one, right? Yeah. We'll get civic infrastructure there. Let's send these guys
Proceed
to there.
sector.
We'll get them ready to take the last system, or the unoccupied system.
State
Third
objective.
fleet, we don't have much of a fight to
Technology
do.
acquired.
Kill off that platform and then just
I
fight.
am the beginning.
It will end quickly. And resource upgrades are coming out. Locutus is being researched, so we're near the end of our previous research queue. Let's get more hull repair rate and total hull. That'll just make us stronger in battle, which is what we need right now.
Activate
First
all
fleet is on
alphas.
its way to its
Additional
target location.
technology acquired.
I'm a bit worried about these First fleet, change of plans. We need to get you there. Second fleet should be able to clear out whatever's here. Third fleet, there's not much here, is there? Where's all this culture coming from? Alright, yeah, they're being attacked. That's fine.
Additional technology acquired.
And actually, while we're at it, since we have the extra slots, let's actually add Locutus to the first fleet. Which also means we get an immediate combat force right here that should scare away the Norways, if nothing else. And if that is what happens, we've also got a force on the other end to cut them off. But it doesn't look like they're just going to run away, so Locutus can kill off what they've got. Now, how's our unit complex moving?
The collective must grow.
We've got it to here. If we send it to there, we should be in a good position. So yeah, these wormholes just connect, which is a silly thing. But it's good for us. It means that they can't do very much to hold us off. We need to kill off all these dry docks. So yeah, I think there's not much that the Cardassians can do now. We've got them mostly pinned down. This planetary assimilator should be able to take back what is ours with time. There's all the Union Doctrine centers. Alright, let's kill off what they've got here. And we'll have to clear out that to be able to colonize, because culture is being a problem.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
But with what we have, we should be able to kill off most everything. This shouldn't be an issue. I'd like to take these planets. Maybe some exploration would be a good idea as well. We're at the point where exploration may actually give us good rewards, so we'll start that. We've got enough territory that it's worthwhile. So we'll just do a mass exploration. And the unit complex is ready to be built, so we'll actually sell off some stuff. And build the first unit complex that should keep them away from this jump lane. Where were we with our exploration? There. So we'll just push along here. We know there's nothing at the capitals, because capitals start out explored, so we'll not waste our resources on exploring them. I'm only slightly worried about that. Planetary assimilator up here.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
Clear out what's there. Third fleet, clear out this.
We will adapt.
Locutus gets an upgrade. First fleet is reinforced. Alright, so it looks like they're trying to just push through and get some extra attacks in here. I'm not too worried right now. They're probably going to get the planet back, mostly because they're pushing through Thalia or whatever. It shouldn't be a problem, though. Let's make sure it builds the unit complex before I go buying more stuff. And there we go, unit complex is built. So yeah, we've gotten quite a bit done. We've cleared out the Klingons. The Klingons are no longer an issue. Cardassians are basically no more. They're still there, but not too much of an issue. We can clear them out pretty quickly. And over here, we've started setting up our unit complex to hopefully keep the Federation from jumping in so much.
State objective.
But for now, we've got most of this done, and I think that'll be all for this episode. So, next time we'll clear out what's left, we'll deal with these Cardassians, and we'll probably start colonizing this third system. Or not. That's a lot of ships. We'll think about colonizing that third system. But until next time, goodbye.
The collective must grow.